And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Here's LeBron. Here's Irving. Back to James to force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And Brooklyn finding themselves in a slide recently. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers. That's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 82 games. Doesn't mean the teams.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right. We get 2 games a night. Remember
on the set.
Yeah. Anyway, I was saying the injuries they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall,
knees,
that's not a.
And man up.
Yeah. Maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And, of course, Jason Thompson. He is proudly wearing the Brooklyn Nets colors for the first time.
I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, Matthews out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Nash. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Carter in at the small forward.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
And it's the Raptors ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
Thanks again, Doris.
What a pass. Nash showing you excellent court vision there.
Bargnani is screen on Nash. And Jack kicks to Bargnani. They get it back. Here's Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
And the second free throw, good.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Now here is Carter. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Lets it go from 11. No luck. Good D by Johnson.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Bargnani a screen on Nash. Jack dishes to Bargnani. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Here is Carter after the basket by Brooklyn.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Lopez a screen. And Jack kicks to Lopez. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Nash drawing the double team. And here we go. Jack heading to the hoop. And there's the pass to Bargnani. He kicks to Johnson. Bargnani against Matthews. And he gets it to go. Bargnani's got his second bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Matthews. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Boston.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
You know, it perhaps could serve as a rallying point for him, Greg. I mean, sometimes after a big loss like that, it can be a catalyst or a wake-up call for the locker room.
Here's Jack after Tracy McGrady's score. And Jack kicks to Bargnani. Good D by Matthews. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Passes it to McGrady. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Bogdanovich passes to Jack. Kicks it to Bargnani. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Bargnani's got 6.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Nash kicks to Matthews. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. He feeds it to Nash. 5 on the clock. Here's Matthews, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside Jack, picked by Bargnani. And Jack kicks to Johnson. His first shot coming late, and he's able to get it back. Fires from deep. No luck. And Toronto will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Here's Jack after Tracy McGrady's score. Johnson the screen. Feeds it to Bargnani. Beyond the arc. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Bargnani. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
Look at some numbers for Jack. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years, but that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact, but Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady.
It's been a nice game for McGrady. He's already got 12 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Both good from the line that time. Nets trail by 3. Outside Jack. Dishes it to Johnson. Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Jack. The 3. Here's Lopez, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lopez has got 7 points. Now here's Nash. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A shot by McGrady, no good. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Number 1, Steve Nash.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Lopez. Ellington comes in for Bogdanovich. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Now here is Carter. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. A shot by Ellington, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
The drive by Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Inside, O'Neal. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 5 assists tonight.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The Raptors making a switch here. Kemp's checked in. Nets trail by 6. Here's Larkin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Kemp with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. Jumps up. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now, here's Nash. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Kemp with the jam.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch, that's painful.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Chance here to take a look at the numbers for Carter. 7th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
Here's Robinson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Toronto leading by 10. Nash outside. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. He dishes it to O'Neal. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Larkin. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The dish to Robinson. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
The screen from Kemp. Carter outside. Left side, Jordan. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 10.
And after an exceptional first 2 years in the league, Jason Thompson has really declined. He averaged 12 points and 8 boards over those first 2 seasons, but last year that plummeted all the way down to 6 and 6. So his arrow's definitely been pointing in the wrong direction.
Nash with it. The screen from Kemp. It's Nash with the drive. That's good from Kemp on the assist by Nash. Nash has got his 7th assist in the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Raptors leading by 10. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Kemp. Rebound, Brooklyn. Thompson, a screen on Kemp. Nash against Johnson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Nash kicks to Carter. Pass to Kemp. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Johnson dishes to Thompson, and that one's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And here's Nash outside, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 9. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor. I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
They've got Johnson. Brook Lopez is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Jack, following the basket by Michael Jordan, and Jack kicks to Bargnani. From 10 feet out, shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut back down again to single digits with those points from Lopez.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving them there.
Outside Jordan. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Nice step back to get it off. Jordan's got 11 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Jack, here we go. And that one's good by Lopez.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Carter, the pass to McGrady. It's stolen by Jack. Joe Johnson on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 5th assist in this one. Carter up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good. Good D by Lopez. Nets trail by 7. Bargnani a screen on McGrady. Jack dishes to Bargnani. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
McGrady with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And a wide open look for Jordan. And again, Toronto no luck. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Jack kicks to Johnson. There's the 3. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season. a moment here. Let's check out the numbers for Jordan. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 26 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Yao, he's checked in for Jordan. Raptors leading by 4. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Bargnani. Bogdanovich passes to Jack. The feed to Bargnani. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Carter drives in. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Carter's got his first points of the game.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Lopez sets a screen for Jack. To the middle. Nice move. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.